Good work by Adrian Broner. And the crowd here loving every second of it.
Then in the 12th round, the two went toe-to-toe, and Broner closed the show, much to the delight of the hometown crowd.
20 seconds left. Broner.
This is Adrian Broner, the self-proclaimed heir to Floyd Mayweather, a fighter who thrived in the spotlight, embraced controversy, and never missed an opportunity to run his mouth. A 4-division world champion with an undefeated record at the time, Broner had built his career not just on skill, but on arrogance. Dancing in the ring, taunting his opponents mid-fight, and flaunting a larger-than-life personality that made him either wildly entertaining or completely insufferable depending on who you asked. But in 2013, Broner made the mistake of his career. He insulted the wrong man. Leading up to his December 14th showdown with 𝐿𝐮𝐬𝐿 Maidana, Broner was at his peak. He had just moved up to welterweight and taken the WBA title from Paulie Malignaggi, but not before publicly embarrassing him, mocking Malignaggi's personal life, and taunting him in press conferences. Now he was set to defend that title against Maidana, another opponent he believed he could walk through.
Counterpunch Maidana's brutal offense here. He can't just have it missing. You need to take away the confidence.
Broner has established a pattern in his career. Presence known here against Broner. Gavin Reese bounced
like Maidana. And the only way you do that is you make him pay if he chooses to use it, and if he stays confident in doing that, he's going to have to get active.
Wow. Stuff in the sweet science as we go to round number 2. Great start by Marcos Maidana.
And the overhand right continues to be a big weapon.
The bell and round 2. Marcos Maidana has recorded only first of 2 rounds. And there's the right hand lead by Maidana that sticks. Another right hand. Broner goes down for the first time in his career.
He's hurt back.
And he's hurt.
I don't know what that count was, but it was a long count, that's for sure.
And here in round 2, Maidana lets.
I don't know if 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐿 called that a knockout, but he's in trouble
by
now.
Maidana. Another right hand by Maidana. 1-2.
Broner's confidence was through the roof. He dismissed Maidana as a slow, one-dimensional brawler, someone who wouldn't be able to handle his speed, defense, and flashy shoulder roll. He mocked Maidana at the weigh-in, getting in his face, talking trash, and making a show of his usual antics. To Broner, this was just another fight, another opponent to clown on. What he didn't realize was that Maidana wasn't laughing. The Argentine slugger wasn't interested in verbal battles or mind games. He had fought his way out of poverty, had faced some of the toughest punchers in boxing, and had never backed down from a war. Unlike Broner, Maidana didn't need to sell a fight with words. He let his fists do the talking. And when fight night arrived,
Maidana going over the top with a right hand, working the body and then.
Broner learned the hard way that there are some men you simply don't disrespect. He paid the price in the worst way possible. This is the story of how 𝐿𝐮𝐬𝐿 Maidana silenced the loudest mouth in boxing and left Broner questioning everything.
Left hook by Broner, left hook to the buzzsaw. A stellar amateur career with over 300 fights, and there he eats a right
Broner to back him up now, and that's obviously good for Broner.
Before stepping into the ring with Maidana, Broner was seen as the next big thing. He was undefeated, a 3-division world champion, and full of confidence. No, scratch that. He was full of arrogance. The man danced in the ring, mocked his opponents, and even brushed his hair mid-fight just to prove how untouchable he was. Fans either loved him or absolutely despised him. Then came the fight announcement. Broner would defend his WBA welterweight title against Marcos Maidana. The moment this fight was set, Broner did what he did best, run his mouth. He called Maidana slow, predictable, and easy work. At the weigh-in, he danced around, made fun of the Argentine's English, and even got in his face, trying to make him react.
Left hook by Broner, left hook to the buzzsaw. A stellar amateur career with over 300 fights, and there he eats a right.
Broner to back him up now, and that's obviously good for Broner.
But Maidana, he just stood there, silent, stone-faced, as if he already knew what was coming. Maidana was no stranger to tough fights. By the time he stepped into the ring with Adrian Broner, he had already faced some of the most dangerous fighters in the sport. He had gone to war with Amir Khan in 2010.
And you see Khan's movement His range, his height looks imposing, and the jab is terrific. Good up and under with the right hand by Khan. Excellent jab. Stuck Maidana right in the face with a perfect spear of a jab. Coming into this fight, Freddie Roach said, Amir has fought 51 rounds for me, and I think he's won them all. In the eyes of judges, incidentally, he's won at least 40 others. And down goes Maidana.
Surviving a brutal first-round body shot that would have folded most fighters, only to come back and push Khan to the absolute limit in a thrilling 12-round battle. Though he lost by decision, his performance that night proved one thing: Maidana was as tough as they came. He had also faced the legendary Erik Morales, the Mexican warrior who, despite being past his prime, gave Maidana an unexpected war in 2011. Maidana won the fight, but it was a grueling, bloody battle that tested his endurance and heart. Against Josecito Lopez in 2012, Maidana once again showed his resilience, absorbing heavy shots from the rugged Californian before turning the tide and stopping him in the 6th round. Maidana wasn't just a brawler, he was a relentless pressure fighter with a chin of granite and knockout power in both hands. He had a reputation for breaking his opponents down round by round, forcing them into deep waters where only the toughest could survive. Unlike Broner's previous opponents, many of whom had been intimidated by his antics and defensive slickness, Maidana didn't care about the trash talk. He didn't care about the hype, the showboating, or the mind games. To him, Broner was just another man standing in his way, and on December 14th, 2013, Maidana had one goal: to break Broner piece by piece and take everything from him. December 14th, 2013, the Alamodome in San Antonio, Texas. The crowd was electric, and Broner, he came out dancing, confident as ever. But when the bell rang, everything changed.
Lopez in June. The bell and round 1. And he swarms Broner along the ropes.
From the first second, Maidana was on him. He didn't just walk forward, he charged. Heavy punches, relentless pressure, zero respect. Broner was used to being the bully, the slick counterpuncher who made opponents hesitant. But Maidana wasn't hesitant. He smelled blood. Then it happened. Round 2. A devastating left hook landed flush, and Broner's legs gave out. He crashed to the canvas, dazed, confused. He tried to get up fast, trying to shake it off, but the look on his face said it all. He was in serious trouble. The crowd erupted. The undefeated champion was officially in a nightmare. Broner, to his credit, tried to fight back. He landed some clean shots, but Maidana didn't slow down. He was a machine, walking through punches, cutting off the ring, punishing the body, and making Broner feel every ounce of his power. This wasn't just a fight anymore. This was a beatdown. Round 8. If Broner thought things couldn't get worse, he was wrong. Maidana came forward, threw a brutal right hand, and sent Broner flying again. The undefeated star, the next Mayweather, was lying on the canvas for the 2nd time. And this time, he took longer to get up. The pain was real. The humiliation was real. The fans were loving every second of it. At this point, Broner knew he was losing. He tried to clinch, tried to slow the fight down, even resorted to dirty tactics, headbutting Maidana in the middle of a clinch, but nothing worked. Maidana was relentless. He wasn't here to win on points. He was here to destroy Broner's aura. And
of attrition.
that's exactly what he did. When the final bell rang, the result was clear to everyone. Maidana had dominated. The judges confirmed it. Unanimous decision. Broner didn't just lose, he got humbled. As the crowd erupted in cheers for Maidana, Broner did something nobody expected. He stormed out of the ring, humiliated, refusing to do the post-fight interview. This fight wasn't just another title defense, it was a wake-up call. Maidana proved that in boxing, skill and talent alone aren't enough. You need heart, you need toughness, and most importantly, you need respect.